light shines on, the Spirit helps me guide my way. I know this ain't just me. I walk strong, but this time I won't be afraid. I know this ain't just me. No, this ain't just me.
Hello, fellow travelers. This is Amanda from Silver Arrow Tarot. Today, we will be diving right into the question, what is going on right now? And what do you need to know right now about your situation? So I feel really inspired to bring forward some messages for y'all. I know it's the holiday season. So if you find this at a different time, these are timeless messages. They will hopefully resonate for whenever you find this video. But I just felt inspired to go ahead and bring some messages forward. I'm going to be using this deck called the Angel Number Messages, and if some of you are longtime viewers here, I did offer this up as a giveaway, so please let me know if you like this deck. Let me know in the comments. The person who won this deck actually said that she was no longer interested, so all good. She just felt really inspired to say that she feels like it was meant for someone else. So if you feel like it's meant for you, please contact me and hopefully we can work something out. So Angel Number Messages, I will also be using the Divine Guidance by Cheryl Lee Harnish. I will be using this beautiful Midnight Magic Tarot deck of the Mushrooms by Sarah Richard. And I'm going to be using this deck, new to this channel, not new to me, I've had it around, but it's the Music Oracles. Okay, so I will be right back with your piles to choose from. So I'll see you very, very soon. All right, y'all, I want you to take a few deep breaths in and intuitively choose which card you feel the most drawn to. Pile 1 or collective 1, collective pile 2, and collective pile 3. And you get to see in your pile which musician energy came out for you, and we'll get into it. And then I'm going to be using the oracles and the tarot to get your message. All right. Love you guys so much. Bye. Welcome, pile 1, to your reading. I'm so excited to get into this because it's so interesting. All right off the bat here, we have some really cool cards and really cool energy. So I just went ahead and laid all of the cards out so I can get a full picture of the messages coming for everyone. So, the oracle cards up top here are kind of showing me where the universe is leading you and where you're going with this. And then the tarot cards are telling me, more of the boots on the ground sort of situation, things that you are currently experiencing. And this is like more of the greater why of it all. So that's how I'm sort of going to read it. All right. First of all, you have Hildegard von Bingen, which is a very unusual card. I'm definitely getting very highly spiritually advanced energy from this pile, just because she is a nun. She was a nun in like the early, I think it said Germany in, 1089 to 1179. So quite a long time ago, Middle Ages, all right? But she was a very religious person. Now, you don't have to be religious, but this energy is coming through to tell me, to tell you that you do have a very large mission and a large purpose on this planet, and that your soul is quite spiritually powerful. You may have been like, your soul might have been a volunteer soul. If that doesn't resonate, no worries. But some people say that there are waves of souls who are off the kind of karmic cycle wheel of coming back and having to like work through things, and they're literally souls that are just coming in because they want to help. Maybe they've completed their karmic journey on Earth and they were just called to come back and help planet Earth ascend and create the new Earth. So I feel like that card is kind of giving me that feeling. And then also you have these 333 and a 111 and the bottom of the deck. Okay. I'm just like kind of floored by all of the number synchronicities in this pile. So you had, where'd it go? 777 on the bottom of that deck. It's just crazy. Because, why do I say that? Because a lot of the cards in this deck are not triple digit numbers. A lot of them are like regular numbers, or double numbers. So the fact that you have like 3 triple numbers, crazy to me. And then what's even more crazy, guys, if I really can't make this stuff up, okay? I just shuffle. You have 34, which reduces to 7. And this is a card called Reflections in the booklet. And then look at this. So that card reduces to 7, and you have this card, which is the 7. You have 77, 111, 333, bottom of the deck, 777. I mean, just like, wow, okay. I have no words. All right, so what does this all mean? What does this all mean? You guys, you have a big purpose. You have a big purpose. You, like, okay, 333, any threes for me, especially like 33 or 3333, I always associate with Ascended Masters, and a lot of times I associate it with like Jesus. So saints, Ascended Masters. It says, you are being called upon to use your spiritual gifts as a light worker assisting all of your humanity. Live your truth and be a positive light to others. Affirmation is, I am powerful. So you don't have to resonate with the term light worker. You just have to maybe believe that you have a great purpose here. For some, or you just want to be of service to humanity in some kind of way. I know I do. That's why I do this channel. I don't make any money at this channel. I don't have ads. I don't anticipate my channel like, blowing up overnight. And, some people make really good money on YouTube, but, if that never happens, that never happens. I'm happy to do this here on YouTube just because it's a great venue for me to do some soul mission, soul purpose work, So I feel like you're on that trajectory as well. It says, angels are ready to fully support you in this endeavor so that you can co-create with the universe a life you love. I am creative. So I think, you are definitely spiritually connected, whether you know it or not. A lot of people are very spiritually connected and they don't realize it because it's just, they're not talking to spirit guides and they're not, doing all these kind of traditionally spiritual things. However, you're just reading the signs and the synchronicities, and you're listening to that little inner voice inside, and like that is that's being connected. That's being divinely connected to source, to spirit, to the universe, to your higher self, however you want to look at it, to God. So yeah, I did hear the word devotional when I looked at this card. There is, because I did use the musical oracle, there is a slight nod to like the blue, the throat chakra, using your voice. She came up with these beautiful hymns and her own kind of chanting sounds and stuff. So that might be part of your purpose as well, if you resonate with like using light language or tones or your voice in some way. If not, that's okay. Maybe you're just meant to use your voice to uplift others, speak positive intentions into the world. There's many, many, many ways we can use our voice. But the other message that's coming from that card is the one of reflection. So I do feel like this card is talking about a little bit of what maybe you're going through right now and why. So you might be going through a period of like, or you might need to be going through a period of more inner reflection with regards to like your larger purpose on earth right now. It says, there is a great beauty in all of our life experiences. Although you feel sad, down at times, Spirit is reminding you that this is what can facilitate your greatest growth and evolution, both as a soul and as a human being. You are truly being watched over at this time. Which I also felt from that card. Definitely being watched over right now. And Spirit definitely has your back. So this card is called Heart Mind. Learning to operate from the heart is one of the single most important things we can do. Now is the time to activate your heart chakra to its fullest potential. Spirit is asking that you take this time to sit. Okay, so spend some specific time with your heart and in reflection to what your heart wants, okay? Because the heart is meant to guide the mind. The mind will run amok if we let it, unfortunately, and no shade to the mind. The mind is beautiful and powerful and wonderful, but not utilized properly, it can kind of hijack our our intuition and our higher guidance. The heart is a portal, so it is a great way to connect to your mission, your life purpose, what you're meant to be doing here, or just any guidance that you might be needing right now. Sevens in general, I just feel like sevens are a very lucky number, but it also points to life purpose. So if you're feeling, like I said, a bit stuck, then definitely there is a message here about connecting in meditation, in quiet time, in quiet reflection with, or journal with your heart. And I realize that is a large ask because practice what you preach. It's a hard practice for me too, okay? Guys, I'm not gonna lie, it's not easy to sit and connect with your heart sometimes, especially if we've been holding on to stuff, which I'm going to get to here in a minute. So you have the 8 of Swords in reverse here for your tarot cards. And this says columned stinkhorn. So I'm not familiar with every single mushroom on the planet, but just kind of a funny name for a mushroom. Stinkhorn. So what I picked up from this card, sorry guys, I'm getting over a cold, so forgive me. Okay, so I'm feeling that you are in some way avoiding something by running away. Now it's not active, like maybe you are legit, like literally running away from something. But I think Spirit was giving me this image of just like somebody running in circles. And because there's something that needs to end in your life right now that you're avoiding and not wanting to really face head on. And so there's some coping strategies that are happening right now that Spirit wants me to highlight and bring your attention to and ask you to contemplate. Because, things, I just think Stinkhorn, I think something that's stagnant, something that's decaying, something that's not moving forward. And I was asking Spirit to give me some specifics. So this may or may not resonate. But for some of you, you might be doing habits like drinking a lot or partying. I'm seeing like drinking and partying. So, whether that's literal or whether that's metaphorical for some of you, just, distracting kind of behaviors or hedonistic type of behaviors, habits. And swords are thoughts. So for some of you, these are just habits and thoughts within the mind that you are running your mind in circles. You're thinking about things, but it's not really the productive things to be thinking about. And I see this so much with so many people, okay? So you're not alone. This is all for your benefit. And I'm saying this with the utmost love because we all do it and we're all human. I've been there. I do it all the time, okay? Our mind will tend to take the wheel when there's something that we don't want to feel. There's something that we don't want to look at. There's something that we don't want to change. Okay, so like I said, there's nothing wrong with it. Acknowledging it lovingly is the first most important step. But Spirit is encouraging me to encourage you, okay, to take a look at anything in your life that you might be doing that is an attempt to run away from this death energy. Now, death energy is not bad. Do you see the little ladybug here and the little turtle in the background? Okay, and mushrooms are very highly spiritual and help people awaken. But there is something very lucky happening for you, okay? And it might come in this disguise of something that needs to end or leave your life. This might be a job, it might be a relationship, it might be habits, eating habits, you name it, okay? For a lot of you, though, I do see some signs here that this reading is leaning a little bit more in the direction of relationships, but this is general, so take it how it applies. I think for some of you, there's a relationship that you haven't wanted to risk letting go of. This might be a family relationship, might be a friendship, might be a boss, might be a coworker, might be, someone. But there is so much luck here for, with the sevens. There is so much, there's something here that's meant to happen to help you awaken. It's destined, it's purposeful, it's maybe even a soul contract or soul plan or something that you agreed upon. would happen, because it's going to help you wake up to greater truths. Okay? This is ink stain, Bolette, 5 of Cups. So I'm getting a lot from this card. There's 3 slugs in this card. And so I was asking Spirit what this is. And for some of you, this is a situation involving 3 people. Okay? Take it how it resonates. Could be friendship, a third party situation for some of you. There's just this nod to 3 people. And I'm really getting this message here that these people are not the best for you, okay? And they make you sad, and they keep you in this low vibration, and they keep you trapped in this, they're just not good influences, or have become bad influences over time or something. Maybe it was good at one point. But with these purple flowers, I really feel like, again, this is something that's meant to help open up your crown chakra. It's meant to help open up your third eye. Because there's there's this funny message about like these slugs going towards this sad mushroom. And like that saying, misery loves company. It's like there's somebody in your life, or some people in your life, or some situation in your life that keeps you in this old patterns, or old thought loops, or old situations, or keeps you from like moving to a new city or something. I also feel like they're resistant to feeling deep emotion, because what I see this, like, there's this thing where people used to think it was really fun. I don't know if people still do, but like to put salt on a slug, to watch them like writhe around. It's really cruel. But I feel like these people don't allow you to feel your emotions through and through, so that you can move through them. And it's just like keeping you from this four of wands energy, which is happiness, celebration, union. For some of you, this is like a divine union, divine partnership, commitment, success. For some people, this is like a twin flame card. I don't really like to, go down that road, because I don't know. I have my own feelings about twin flame stuff, but for some of you that might resonate, I just call it divine partnership. Yeah, I heard also, I don't know what this, it might mean something to someone, but I heard absolutes when I looked at these 3 slugs. I don't know if somebody's giving you like an ultimatum, or like you feel stuck or something. I don't know, but however it goes, it's just making you moody. It's just making you like does the Knight of Cups is an emotional card, but I just feel like you can't move forward with your emotions. You can't move forward and like into a greater energy of love and abundance, and like letting go of this, like, whatever needs to be, this sadness. This makes me feel sad, you know, this sad, lonely, blue, crooked mushroom. It just makes me feel, yeah. You know, the Five of Cups is about loss, grief, heartbreak. So you may have gone through this, or you may be going through this recently. And again, I feel very, very strongly, okay? And more than I've ever felt strong about anything in tarot, that this was meant to help you get to a different place. If you are, once you get to the point where you're like, I can finally, you know, I'm ready to let go. I'm ready to let it die. I'm ready to let this situation go. I'm ready to feel my feelings about it. I'm ready to level up to like new friendships, new relationships that let me be myself and let me feel my feelings. And maybe like stop hanging out with people that drink and smoke and party too much. You know, you can party and have fun without drugs, without alcohol. You know, there's nothing written anywhere that says you can't have fun without those things. But it's, I'll be darned if like people, you know, think that fun is synonymous with drinking alcohol. So maybe it's time to find some new friends to hang out with, because you got this beautiful King of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck, and under that you have the Two of Cups. So, oh my God, you know, like, look at that. That's beautiful, beautiful energy. Gorgeous. This is actually giving me like magician vibes. So a lot of abundance, and I feel like for some of you, this person's coming in who is really balanced and really abundant and really stable and really secure and wants to build and is into like partnership, whether that's like business partnership, friendship. You know, their jam is to be like on a good level with their, you know, the people they have in their lives. And I think this person or this situation that universe wants you to believe you're worthy of, by letting go of this and letting this come in, you know, is someone who can bring a lot of magic, a lot of abundance, and show you like life on a new level. You know, you have Temperance, which is all about healing. So my final message for you guys is that what's happening for you right now is that the universe is trying to get your crown chakra and your third eye more open, and your connection to the divine more secure and more solid by getting you to trust enough in yourself and your intuition and your nudges and your gut feelings that you're ready to take a risk, let go of this stagnant energy in your life or these thought patterns or whatever that is, so that you can get to the Four of Wands, you can get to the King of Pentacles, you can get to the Two of Cups. I feel like this person or this situation is going to be in alignment with your higher purpose. You do have a big purpose. So for some of you, like, your love match is going to help you, and you're going to work together for the good of humanity, for the good of the planet. But Spirit wants you to trust in the divine and the divine mission that you have, Final thing I wanted to point out here is it says, become like a feather on the breath of God. So there is this energy here of like surrendering, having faith, not clinging to things that aren't meant for you, or sticking around in situations that have already served their purpose. It's already had their season in your life. You know, you party when you're young, you party in your 20s. It's time to leave a season behind, or a group of friends behind, or a career, or whatever, or a partner behind. All right, it's time to leave it behind because there's so much more that you're meant for. Okay, I love you so much. I hope this was helpful. Please give me a like, subscribe, and it helps the channel out and helps the algorithm so these messages can get out to as many people as possible. And you can go check out my Etsy shop, which I have a lot of cool stuff. I have artwork, I have tarot decks that I use on this channel. I have feather wands, I have my own oracle decks. So go check it out and see what sparks your fancy. All right, guys, bye. Welcome, beautiful pile 3. Thank you for being here. So honored for you to share your time with me. So I'm absolutely loving this. David Bowie is one of my absolute favorites, so I was super pumped that David Bowie came out to speak to the collective here of group 2. So if you chose number 2, you got David Bowie. All right. You're in a rarefied air with David Bowie. He is very unique, very, he's a Capricorn, but I really feel his Aquarius moon really strongly coming out in the lifetime he lived as David Bowie. So there's so many repeating number synchronicities, you guys. I could spend like the entire time talking about it, honestly. But so you have 3. Yeah, and it says expression comes naturally to you. You are very skilled at communicating your thoughts through conversation and creative pursuits. You are able to get others on board with your ideas. I am charismatic. And David Bowie was exactly that. All right. So you also have number 19, which reduces to 1. And it says, independence and self-sufficiency are necessities to you. You are extremely capable in life and in work and aren't afraid to take big risks to achieve the life you desire. So this card is number 11, and it's called Infinite Possibilities. And this one is called Empowerment, and it's 1 + 7 = 8. Okay. So we have the infinity symbol here, which is an 8. We have 8. We have 3. We have 1. We have 1, 1. So lots of number synchronicities happening here. And the bottom of the deck, number 19. So you have 2 19s, which reduce to 1. And this one is look deeper. So that's on the bottom of the deck. Bottom of the deck, also, I am limitless. There is no beginning and no end. All is infinite. And that's the infinity symbol. It's time to develop your spiritual side. You're gaining a new insight, or new sight and understanding of both godly and earthly things. I am limitless. So I forgot to mention how I'm doing this reading. So we have the oracle deck, oracle cards up here, and we have the tarot here. And so this is telling me where Spirit wants you to be headed, This is going to be telling me boots on the ground of what you're going through right now. So we're going to dive into it, okay? You have the very unique soul blueprint or energy that is very similar to David Bowie's. You have the gift of creativity, being completely unique, being an explorer, a pioneer, like David Bowie was. He really pushed the boundaries of a lot of things in society. He made groundbreaking music, nothing like anyone had ever heard before. He had a totally unique and special and very different just vibe, energy. He like really didn't seem to be copying or being similar to anyone. So his creativity was sky high. He's almost like he was not from this world, not from this planet. He has this very otherworldly vibe, kind of almost alien. It's hard for you to make reference to other things that relate to him. He's just very special. And I think that you are meant for great things like this in your life. And your soul wants to remind you of that. It says, never lower your mask until you have another ready beneath. Cultivate strangeness and beauty will follow. Seek the truth floating far above the moon. So he was a pioneer. He was a truth seeker. He didn't put limits on anything that he did or himself. He believed in the infinite possibilities of things and like his creative potential. And he had a unique perspective to offer to the world. It was very singular. It was very kind of like the sun. I'm getting like solar plexus energy here. So there's definitely like fire and air energy coming through really strongly. So you might have fire sign or air sign placements. I also was seeing a house cat. So some of you either have a house cat or you like cats. But this is also just my symbol for like someone who's very independent. Does things their way. Sorry, I have a cold, guys, so you're gonna have to excuse my stuffiness. So what I'm seeing for you guys with the tarot, for some of you, I'm going to be kind of like going in two different directions with this because it is a general reading, but like the Lovers, obviously, for a lot of people, talks about relationships, but it also talks about a union within ourselves, an integration within ourselves. So I feel like at this time, there is integration needing to happen within you. So you have the Lovers, the Four of Swords in reverse, Temperance, and the Empress in reverse with bottom of the deck, Nine of Wands. And then these fell out. I can't really fit them on the screen. We have Eight of Wands, King of Cups, Queen of Swords reverse. Okay. I don't really know. This is gonna look a little bit messy. But that's good because I'm glad I said that because I was getting this energy of scattered and chaotic energy. So you might be going through a period in your life right now that feels kind of scattered and chaotic, and like things aren't gelling, and things aren't meshing. And perhaps this is because you're testing a lot of different things out right now, or you've, spent most of your life testing different masks on, or different personalities, and in a pursuit of this greater, higher truth. And this was all meant to be, because you're meant to try on all these different facets and be a little bit all over the place. Maybe some people or yourself judge you for this. Maybe you judge yourself for not having a straight line path or clear goals or something clear cut. But this is because you are, you have a lot of air somewhere in your energy. So you're Gemini. I'm getting like a Gemini with the Lovers. So Geminis to me can be a little bit like all over the place, and in the best possible way. I have some of my favorite people are Gemini. So this is not no shade to you guys if you're like this, but because I love it. You dabble in a lot of different things. You learn a little about a lot of different things, and it makes you very interesting and very entertaining and very cool to be around, because you can talk pretty conversantly on almost any topic. And what's great about this is as you age and mature, like you're going to start to marry all these different concepts and things that you've started to learn, and then boom, one day you've got something brand new. So this is all like a part of the process. All right, this integration is going to happen. I feel like there is, like I said, I felt some scattered energy, and this cat energy. So you're definitely going your own way and taking all these different detours and learning all these different things. But I feel like with this Four of Swords, the Four of Swords is a card of like rest, but it's also a card of like, in the reverse, it can be a card of mental health. And this says snow fungus. And what Spirit gave me, it gave me the word thirsty. So the way I'm interpreting that is like snow does not quench one's thirst. Also, snow also kind of reminds me of fog. It's like there's some cloudiness in the mind. I actually think for some of you, whether this cloudiness may just come from your own mind, but for some of you, I feel like this Queen of Swords person in your life may be clouding your judgment or clouding your mind, or there's just outside influence, possibly female, that, but doesn't have to be, that may be influencing your mind in an unbeneficial way. So that's just for some. Take that how it resonates. And regardless, I feel like there's something that's not gelling in your life because it's not satisfying you. Snow does not quench people's thirsts. Snow is frozen. Snow is a frozen liquid, so it's not in the right state to be life-giving. It's, you can't drink it. And so that's what I'm getting there. It's like, something's not working. You're maybe trying to get milk from the hardware store. You're looking for something in a place that it can't be found, essentially. You have Temperance, which is a card of healing and balance. So the mind does need balancing with the heart. The mind does need tempering. Otherwise it can, be imbalanced and non-beneficial and not be working in our benefit. So that's something to take a look at for you guys. Something you need to know right now. And this cardinal is really bringing me back to this card here of empowerment. Cardinals are very, very headstrong little birds, and they're very confident little birds. So sorry guys. I feel like Spirit does want me to highlight that you need to embrace confidence in your life and start to believe in your own powers and your own capabilities and your own ability to make things happen in your favor in life. The empowerment card here says, this card shows a gentle yet powerful opening in the energy flow of the third chakra, the power center. Through your own willingness to stand tall and be all of who you are meant to be, you naturally vibrate a dynamic energy that has a positive and empowering effect on others. Through your own acts of self-kindness and self-love, you have given yourself permission to shine a gentle and loving strength. This is exactly what the world needs right now. You are giving the gift of self-empowerment to everyone you meet. Right, so I feel like your bigger soul mission here is definitely to be a source of inspiration to others by following your own path and following your own unique soul, and by being a little bit more selfish, I'm putting that in quotes, that you are giving others permission to be their complete and unique selves. David Bowie was his complete, unique self, and he continues to inspire people to this day because he was so unique and so special, and he gave others permission to do that, to try new things and be different and be weird and be abnormal and not fit in to the mold, not fit into the boxes that society currently has for us. That takes a lot of courage, takes a lot of confidence. So, important to focus on that. The Empress card here in reverse, for those of you who are resonating with that love message, again, it does talk about, in the reverse, I feel like a little bit of a lack of self-confidence in your unique beauty, in your unique energy, in your magnetism. The Empress is very magnetic. She draws into her through just being what she truly is. She magnetizes good things to her, or mate, or financial abundance and earthly wealth and abundance, just by radiating her truest light. And she is in herself the gift. She is what people seek out. They want to be around this energy. So you have that. You have that within you, okay? I feel like there's a sense of wanting to possibly rush a relationship for some of you. And you are the King of Cups, whether you're masculine or feminine or whatever, however you identify it. Like, this is you. This is the other person. They're in the reverse, okay? So this is not good energy. These two, the King of Cups and the Queen of Swords reversed, are about as diametrically opposed as you can get. It's not a good match, okay? It's not a good match. And I feel like this lack of confidence might play into the fact that you might be trying to make this work when it's not meant to work. Okay? The Nine of Wands reversed, the Hermit reversed, and then the Star. The Nine of Wands is somebody who is very self-protective. So if you have gone through a relationship like this, you might be pretty self-protective and a bit in that like hermit mode to protect yourself from these kinds of people entering your life again. But Spirit doesn't want you to stay there, okay? Because you are the star. You are the star, okay? Aquarius. Love it. Love it, love it. I can't make these things up. The synchronicities of the cards are always astounding to me. So I feel like you might feel a bit defeated by past relationships not working out and not being compatible and not being aligned. If it's not relationships, it's two aspects of yourself, okay? So this more heart-centered part of you, this more logical part of you, but the logical part of you has turned a bit sour, okay? Spirit wants you to keep in check, overly logical, overly analytical, overly critical, because that's what happens. It turns into criticism. It turns into, pessimism. This is not an optimistic person. This is a very optimistic person. Cup half full, cup half empty kind of thing. So learn to blend these parts of yourself and turn this energy into its positive form, okay? Where the heart and the mind work together. The mind serves the heart. It's funny, the last pile I did had somewhat of a similar through line and message about heart and mind. So yeah, that's what Spirit wants you to work on. That's what Spirit wants you to focus on. Trusting these infinite possibilities, okay? Trusting in your infinite potential. Not getting caught up in negative thoughts about yourself, about others, about the world. Blending your masculine and feminine, your yin and yang energies. I mean, David Bowie was an excellent example of that, He dressed in drag, or he dressed very he dressed very gender fluid, right? So he played around with those parts of himself, the masculine, the feminine, and he did a really good job of it, because he let himself follow the muse, go with the flow, trust himself. But he was also a very, very, very savvy business person. I mean, you don't get to be at the level that he was at without being good on the other end of it and being tactical. All right, guys. I think I've said all I can say. I love you guys so much. Thank you for being here. Go check out my Etsy shop with all of my decks, oracle decks, artwork, feather wands, lots of cool stuff. And please help out the channel by giving it a like and subscribing if you're not already, and commenting below if this resonated. And I'll see you again soon. Bye. Hello, beautiful pile 3. Welcome to your reading. This is going to be all about what you need to know right now and what is going on whenever this message finds you. Thank you so much for joining me here. I am so grateful for every minute y'all spend in company on this channel here with me. Please excuse, I still have a lingering bit of a cold, so I might sound a little congested. I'm doing my best here. I really wanted to do this reading, so that's where we're at. So if you all picked pile number 3, you guys got a pretty heavy hitter. You have Freddie Mercury as your music oracle, and that's pretty amazing. Very strong, powerful, well-loved musician. So I love to see that here. And so we're going to look at all the numbers. And before I forget, I just want to let you guys know like how this is going to work. So the top row is all of the oracle cards. And the oracle cards are telling me where the universe is wanting you to head, or where you are heading, where they're guiding you, where they're leading you. The bigger picture. The tarot here, the bottom row, is boots on the ground, kind of telling me the micro to the macro. So that's how it's going to look. And so we're going to get started. As soon as I get my hair out of my glasses. That was weird. Okay. Girly. So, by the way, this deck is available. The angel number messages. So I'm doing a giveaway. It was supposed to be given away earlier this year. Someone declined. So it's up for grabs again. So you have 30. It says you are an original, innovative thinker and excellent communicator. You have the great talent for using creativity to convey your ideas, and your optimistic attitude has an uplifting effect on others. Okay, so makes sense right away, right? Freddie Mercury was known for these anthemic, crowd-pleasing, very loud, very upbeat, uplifting songs. We have number 13. You are a conscientious worker with a knack for coming up with creative ideas and turning them into something real. An optimistic but practical outlook keeps you determined and on track as you work steadily towards your goals. I am confident. And this says I am imaginative. So those are two things that I would definitely say about Freddie Mercury and Queen. And well, let's read him. It says a dramatic life is better than being dramatic about life. Extravagance is the wicked stepmother of invention. There is nothing more precious than frivolity. So he was quite a hedonistic, pleasure-seeking personality. from what I know about him and his life, he definitely played it big while he was here on Earth. All right, he was also a Virgo. I looked it up. So we have number 32. Number 32 is the card of... are you kidding me? I know this is Dragon Guide. Okay, so we have Dragon Guide number 15, which reduces to 6, 3 and 5, 3, 4, 5. So 6 and 5, 4, 3. These are all number frequencies that are part of this reading. Bottom of the deck is cellular healing, 5 plus 2, 5, 6, 7. So we do have a 7 here. We have 6s on the bottom of the deck, so we have more 6s. So 666, bottom of the deck. Don't get scared of 666, okay, guys? It has a bad reputation, but there's nothing wrong with 666. 6s are, it's just 6 amplified. And 6s are about home and family. It's a number of like Cancer. So it says a wake-up call for you to re-examine your current situation and change the direction of your thoughts so you can rise and raise your vibration to a more positive frequency. So I just want to say, like, I'm feeling an interesting message here for some of you around healing, like maybe physical or mental, spiritual healing, with this cellular healing at the bottom of the deck. Just because he did die of AIDS. So, and he was a Virgo. Virgo I associate with physical healing as well. It's a sign of, like, for me, it's like the sign of body health. Like, Virgos are tend to typically be very good at taking care of their bodies, eating right. They're very particular. I associate it with, like, medicine, doctors. That's just how I kind of see Virgo energy. So for some of you, you may be struggling or have struggled with, like, health concerns, a health scare, like chronic illness maybe, for some. So that's kind of coming up, especially with the Pentacles here. We have 3 of Pentacles. We have Ace of Pentacles on the bottom. All right, so got that out of the way. So the spirit guides want me, your higher self, your angels, your guides, spirit wants me to tell you, that the bigger picture is you becoming this very confident person who's in their heart. With Dragon Guide, Queen of Cups, we have Queen of Cups literally here. So Cups was on the bottom of the deck. I had to keep that. It wasn't part, of the shuffle, but I thought it was, Queen of Cups. Too perfect that it showed up. So there's something with you guys regarding your heart-centered mission and enjoying life and being a pleasure seeker. And I think even more than all of that, someone who embodies self-love, okay? Because Freddie Mercury, yes, he was very confident. He was very much a showman, over the top, performer. You could say that he perhaps really loved himself, but it did kind of, at least to me, kind of tip possibly in the direction of more ego. I always kind of get that sense with him that he's like, he was really kind of in love with himself, or at least that's how it seemed. Some people say he had shyness. I'm not very deeply entrenched in all the nuances of Freddie Mercury's life, but there was a sense of, to me, maybe like overdoing it. Maybe that was a compensation. So I think there's a message here for some of you about maybe keeping that in check, but instead leaning into healthy self-love and self-acceptance. And yeah, that green energy, that heart-centered energy, learning how to love yourself, learning how to take care of yourself, learning how to be very Virgo with regards to your health routine, your daily routines. Okay. So this part of the reading, super interesting. Okay, we have 2 of Swords reversed and the 9 of Swords reversed. Okay, so we have that, and then we have the 3 of Pentacles, and then we have 2 Wands cards. So we have the 8 of Wands and the 3 of Wands. Okay, so we have Swords, Pentacle, Wands. So I'm getting that Spirit wants me to talk about like kind of mental darkness and indecision, worry, stress here with the 9 of Swords and the 2 of Swords reversed. I feel like that's keeping you from really embodying your most confident self, your most creative self. You have these things in spades available for you, but I think you get in your own head about it, and Spirit wants me to like really ask you to or at least remind you that your thoughts don't have to be you don't have to buy into your thoughts. You can work on creating more detachment from your mind and any unhealthy patterns that you might be in, or loops, or self-hate, kind of self-deprecating thoughts, and working on loving yourself unconditionally, accepting yourself unconditionally, and taking care of your mind. Okay? But I also think that you get up in your head about and worry about and overanalyze and kind of deflate your own balloon, because you get up in your head of planning a lot and thinking a lot and worrying a lot about like the practical steps of how it's going to take to get to where you want to go. And this is a card of planning and hard work and collaboration as well. So I also want to highlight that Spirit wants you to know that help is available to you. If you have a goal, if you have a dream, if you have something you want to work on, or a project, this overwhelm and this stress could be easily eliminated by starting to get creative about involving other people in your process. Like for me, here's just a quick example. I've been using Fiverr a lot to help me with like certain designs, and like I had somebody redo my YouTube banner and my profile image, just like looking for people who have the talents to like make things super easy. You don't have to do it all by yourself. That's just one example, but you get my point. Like, taking the pressure off, taking the stress off. Okay? Things don't have to be super hard. You know, I think Freddie Mercury would tell you, like, prioritizing enjoyment of life, enjoyment of the good things in life, being a bit of a pleasure seeker is okay. But I think, you know, here with the 8 of Wands and the 3 of Wands, you're looking towards the future. You're wanting to move quickly towards your goals. But like I said, I think that this is the main thing here that needs to be, and the self-love piece, you know, that needs to be looked at. I think you have like I think this anxiety comes in. I'm getting that this anxiety and this stress comes in because, like, this is a deep heart desire that you have. There's something that you really yearn for, or have been really yearning for and really, really wanting. And, like, it's almost scary to think about getting it. And you worry that, like, maybe you're never going to get it, or you don't know how are you going to get there? How is it even going to work? Especially if it's like chronic illness or disease or something that's going on in your body, and like it almost feels like you're asking for too much for it. You're almost scared to want it, desire it, believe that it can happen, which are key components to actually making it happen. Is like, you have to believe it can happen to you. You have to believe you're deserving and worthy of it, and that the universe can align you to it, and magic can happen. But I almost feel like you might feel that it's asking too much. This Ace of Pentacles is a new start, is a fresh beginning, a new opportunity. You know, Queen of Pentacles here. So Ace and Queen of Pentacles. To go with that 3 of Pentacles. You know, the Queen of Pentacles is abundant, is healthy. So, yeah, you can have all of it. You just have to believe you can have it. Okay? It's just a matter of you trusting it, that there is a way. And I think your logical mind is, you know, getting the best of you because you want to see a clear path. But the universe is asking you to just trust. Trust that it can happen for you, you know? And so I want to read this card to you. It says, you work so hard and you're definitely to be commended for your efforts. This is asking you to slow down and enjoy the simple things in life. Spend some quality time with family and friends. Take time to embrace life and do some things that you honestly enjoy. Focus your energy on activities and things that bring you true pleasure. Taste the sweetness of life. Feel empowered to pollinate and fertilize your dreams. Yeah, sometimes the answers are going to come, and the direction and the healing is going to come when you just start to live in the moment a little bit more. When we're in our heads, we're in the future or in the past. And I raising my hand here, guilty. So I'm right there with you. I have Gemini in my chart. I get in my head a lot. I worry a lot about things not happening the way I want them to. Dragon guide says, dragon is here to help you take a stand in your life. Others may have strong opinions about what you should be doing and how you should be doing it. It could also be that others are interfering when they should not be. Dragon has come to help you Stand firm for what you believe is right, even if it means breathing a little fire to get your point across. Don't worry, it will be okay. Dragon is here to help you claim your power and your right to live your life as you see best. Yeah, there might be people telling you, there might be doctors telling you, there might be people telling you, like, you can't, that's not possible. You can't heal that. That's not, you can't be famous. You can't be this. You can't, like, whatever it is your deep heartfelt desire is. Okay? I'm here to be a mouthpiece for spirit to tell you that it is literally possible. Whatever it is that you're wanting, it is possible. All right? I promise. Get out of your head. Get out of your own head. Get other people's beliefs out of your head. All right? If they're poisoning your ideas and your thoughts and your feelings about what's possible for you, how good life can be, how good life can get for you, I think you'd be surprised. The universe really wants to give you, like, more than you could ever maybe dream. Yeah. Gentle release here on the bottom. Archangel Michael is here to assist you with clearing your energy of old hurts and past experiences weighing you down and slowing your progress. Yeah, ask your angels to help, ask guides to help. Like I said, ask for help. Ask spirit for help. If you're tired of seeing therapists, then ask spirit for help. If you're tired of asking spirit for help, go see a therapist. Find something that works for you, but reach out. And don't stop reaching out if somebody doesn't work out for you. If you see a new doctor and it doesn't feel good, look for a different one. Like, I've seen 10 different doctors in the last 7 years. Okay? Just keep going. Keep going until something shifts. Don't be loyal to people that aren't helping you, and be honest with yourself, like, when things aren't working. That's been my biggest takeaway. It's like, don't stick around where things, trust yourself. If it doesn't feel like it's going anywhere, if it's not going the way you want it to, don't keep pushing it. I've stayed in situations where I was like, it wasn't working. I stayed way too long. I could have shortened it up, moved on. But I had that self-doubt, like, oh, what if it's my thing? Like, what? Maybe I'm not doing the protocol correctly. Maybe I'm not following the directions right. That was just my insecurity. So trust yourself. All right, guys. That's what I'm seeing for y'all. I hope it was helpful. Please give it a like, subscribe, and comment below if you resonated with this reading. I do have personal readings available as well. And I have my Etsy shop filled with tarot cards, oracle cards, really good prices, and my own oracle cards and my own artwork, feather wands, shamanic stuff, some really neat stuff. So go check out my shop in the description box below. And it really helps out the channel if you give it a like. Helps it in the algorithms get out there, get the message out there to people who are needing this message. So I'm just the vehicle for spirit to give this message out to whoever needs to hear it. All right, I'll see you guys soon. Bye.